Now we will begin part two. For part two, I'm going to give you a topic about health or eating habits, and you can describe a time when you suffer from disease or sickness. You may take notes if you wish. You may prepare a paper or pencil if you need it. Once your preparation time is up, I will tell you, and you can begin speaking. You will have 2 minutes to speak, and I will let you know when the time is finished. Are you ready to begin?
Yes,
Please begin your speaking.
I recently had a bit of a bad stomachache. I think it's because after I break the fast, I consumed a lot of chili powder in my food. To ease or to control the pain, I would immediately drink a glass of warm milk and drink plenty of water. In that condition, I feel hot in my throat through my stomach. I also feel my breath getting a little heavy. Therefore, I should take greater care of my food intake so there are no further adverse effects.
Now we will continue with part three. I'm going to ask you some more questions related to the topic of part two. Are you ready to continue?
Yes,
Then let's talk about health eating habits. Do you think the lifestyle of a person affects his health? Why?
yes, I do. I think the lifestyle of a person affects his health because lifestyle is day-to-day behaviors and functions of individuals in job, activities, and even diet. People who follow an unhealthy lifestyle, hence they encounter illness, disability, and even death.
Do you think people become more conscious about health nowadays? Why?
Yes, I do. I think nowadays people become more conscious about health because as a result of COVID-19, people are becoming more concerned about the environment and are seeking out moments of comfort, both of which will shape eating habits. People will want to maximize their health in order to boost their immunity and reduce vulnerability to disease and illness.
How do you think people or eating habits have changed over the years?
I think people few years ago used to have lunch in fast food restaurants or some of sandwich when they're busy lunchtime. However, now people are becoming more and more interested in their well-being. Also, the trend of foods in worldwide is beginning to shift from easy to eat foods to slow foods. I would assume that the tendency of food is still moving to well-being and keep developing the quality of food by the people on earth.
How to teach healthy eating habits in children?
In my opinion, to teach healthy eating habits in children, you can make a wide variety of healthful foods available in the house. This practice will help your children learn how to make healthy food choices. Encourage your children to eat slowly. A child can detect hunger and fullness better when they eat slowly. And discourage eating meals or snacks while watching TV. And don't forget to encourage your children to drink more water.
What should people do to stay healthy at home during the coronavirus pandemic?
To stay healthy at home during the coronavirus pandemic, people can do healthy eating at home, exercising at home, get active indoors. You can do mopping, hoovering, gardening, or playing with the kids all count. And don't forget to drink water because staying well hydrated is essential to staying healthy.
What do the people of your country do to remain healthy during the coronavirus pandemic?
To remain healthy during the coronavirus pandemic, the people in my country are required to always wear masks, wash hands, and keep the distance outside the home.
Okay, thank you, Hana, for attending this interview. Nice to meet you and see you.
See you. Okay, now we will begin part 2. For part 2, I'm going to give you a topic about cycling. You may take notes if you wish. You may prepare a paper and pencil if you need it. Once your preparation time is up, I will tell you and you can begin speaking. You will have 2 minutes to speak, and I will let you know when the time is finished. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, I'm ready.
Please begin your speaking.
When I was in elementary school until now, I really like riding bicycles. I went on bicycle trips when I was in elementary school and when I was in university. My first trip was when I was in elementary school. On Sunday morning, my friends and I rode bicycle from our homes. We gathered on the soccer field, then went together through rice fields, plantation, and ended at the beach close to our homes. During the trip, my friends and I stopped to pick mung bean and tomato plantation. After we continue our journey to the beach. The beach in the morning is very fresh. It's very fresh. On the beach, we play with water and sand. After being satisfied playing on the beach, we finally go home. Cycling Sunday morning was very extraordinary for me. Uh, a bicycle at the time was a very valuable thing because at the time motorbikes were not well known among children my age, very different from today's children who were allowed to ride motorbikes. My friends and I decided to cycle on Sunday morning because from Monday to Saturday we started the day by going to school. So we decided to take a vacation to the beach by bicycle. My second trip was in 2020 yesterday when I had to study at home due to the pandemic. My friend and I went to a cycling trip to the beach, which is quite far from home. Having many tasks dealing with laptops and always staying quiet at home made me go on this trip. For me, going on trip using a bicycle makes me enjoy every trip more well. And bicycle is also an environmentally friendly vehicle, and cycling it is one of the best way to exercise and stay fit. Every time I go on trip with bicycle, I feel free to choose whatever outfit I want to take. I really enjoy every second, enjoying the beautiful scenery, fresh air, and definitely refreshing my mind.
All right, excellent. Now we will continue with part 3. I'm going to ask you some more questions related to the topic of part 2. Are you ready to continue?
Yes, I'm ready.
Then let's talk about cycling. Do you think cycling is a good form of exercise?
Yes, I do. Like I said before, cycling is one of the best way to exercise and stay fit. Cycling is a healthy, low-impact exercise that can be enjoyed by people all of ages, from young children to older adults. Cycling is not only an exercise to train muscle, to train leg muscle, but also to train bone strength and even improve a complete cardiovascular fitness.
Do you think that bike commuting is better than driving?
Yes, I do. Bike commuting is better than driving because it helps society in a number of ways. It's less pollution in the air, less traffic and congestion from other cars, allows more parking spot, and it's less environmentally noise.
Is it important to teach children to ride a bicycle?
Yes, it is. I believe that children should definitely start learning how to ride from early age. It keeps children physically active and helps to establish healthy exercise habits.
Is it popular to ride bicycle in your country?
No, it's not. In my country, bicycles are not very popular. Bikes are only popular among children, among bicycle lovers. Almost all of the people use motorbikes or cars. Roads for bicycle are not adequate, so that people who want to use bicycle are even more difficult and choose to use motorbikes, car, or public transportation.
Do people in your country often travel by bicycles?
No, they don't. People in my country more prefer using motorbikes, cars, or public transportation instead of using bicycles. In addition to inadequate roads for bicycles, the community has also made motorbikes, cars, and public transportation vehicles that must be used in the community.
Is it difficult to learn how to ride a bicycle?
Yes, it is for the first time it's hard, especially when it is separated from the three cycles. When learning to bike must have difficult in balancing how the legs keep pedaling and the body which must remain balanced.
Do you think more people will cycle in the future?
No, I don't think so. In the future, technology will be more sophisticated, and the development of vehicles will also accelerate. I think there will be less people using bicycle in the future, unless the government implements. The people must use bicycle to keep the environment clean and healthy.
Okay, great. Thank you, Voni, for attending this interview. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.